Shazam. Hey everyone. I've got something a little different tonight. We've got building block tweezers from Balody tweezers, and a Balody set, 16185, Iron Man. Is there any info? This is possibly a 2014 set, given some of the other stuff I'm seeing, but I couldn't tell you with any certainty. Official barcode and holofoil and all that kind of great stuff here. Some sort of seal here. Too bad that the shipping companies crushed it, but I hope this doesn't mean that the manual's online. When they say included and then they show a barcode, that scares me. I probably should have checked that out ahead of time. This could be a real short stream, guys. Could be. I don't know what I'm in for here. These are smaller than Lego. Actually, let's take that off until I actually have to hear something. Ooh. All right. So what do we got first? We've got some sort of card here. Cardboard. With a barcode and a whole lot of stuff I can't read on it. So we've got that. That's interesting. We've got the manual. What I really fear is that it's going to be about 40 steps, like one layer. I've done a few sets like that in the past. And it's very possible that's exactly what we're getting into here. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Although it looks like you build the hand and then you attach it, so it's not that scary, but we'll see. God damn, even that manual is a little bit beat up. It's okay. We have done worse. We will figure it out. Now, I mean, it looks like it's less than 100 different elements. Stud height is taller than Lego style when relative to Lego, but the brick is definitely a different shape. Let's see what we're getting here. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, I mean, he's mostly that color anyway. Okay, so here's our mix. More mixed stuff. Well, like I said, it was over. Ooh, got another buggy. They are numbered, but I don't think it helps or hurts or anything. Is there even a number on this? If there is, I'm not seeing it. 0.3, 0.4, 0.2, 5. I'll assume this is the 1. Couldn't tell you, and honestly, I don't think it. I really don't think it's going to matter much. One more nice shot there for my other camera. I'm holding it up for a few seconds because the other camera is going to get time lapse, and I want there to at least be a still of that. And is there, I don't know if there's any point in me putting this anywhere where you can see it. No, you can go there. It's always in frame. I have a spider. Yes, I do. Or do I? Or that's my wife's hair. So I'm a little intimidated. About how I should approach this. What I think I'm going to do is, I think I am going to do a sort. Pretty sure there is no bag numbering. No. I think a sort's going to help me out. It's just way too many pieces. And of course, I'm not going to be counting because, well, that's just super quick. Wow, look how small these are. They are crazy small. I mean, I don't have a Lego brick handy, but there's 2 studs and there's a 2x6. And for the overhead, this is 2x2 and this is a 2x6. Isn't that crazy? I have no idea how foolish this is, but we're going to see. And I gotta believe this is mostly, oh my God, those angled ones are going to be wretched horrible. Wretched horrible. I'm probably going to be combining a lot of those, but let's see. Just trying to wrap my head around this right now. And it could be that putting the same shape together will be the smartest route, but I need to subsort this way for now, just to see where we end up. By the way, I don't see a separator in this, so that could be a nightmare. So anybody watching, come by, say hi, keep me company. I also have no backups for these parts. I do have other brick sets in this scale. I know my wife's working on one that she hates. She does. No word of a lie. What I should do. Can't see my gear. Wrong one. Well, why'd you do that? That's totally not what I wanted to do. For nows. I don't even have fingernails for pulling these apart. Like, I'm so ill-equipped to deal with this right now. And I'm just going after these common ones because I figure whatever's left is something I'm going to have to deal with in a big way. So right now all I'm doing is grabbing the big bricks. That sure looks like there's a gray. Okay, that's not going to help me any. Hopefully the manual's not bad. See, all these that are left, these are all kind of brutal. Man, oh man. What I'm going to do is put them over here for now. I may regret that. And these are what, different types of parts? Boy, oh boy. Okay, so let's see. Executive decision has been made. We are going to put the same shape elements together. I think that will work out best. I'm hoping. Even if I gotta, I'm going to put them in big trays together. Because I'm looking at this and really thinking I might have some problems. I don't want to have lots of trays. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Wow, these are just brutal. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is just something else. Oh God, please tell me they're not two different sizes. I don't think I could take that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Something really big there. So yeah, I think the mixing of colors is going to serve me best on this build. And if it doesn't, you guys are going to know it. Oh my God, this is brutal. This is like the world's worst game of pickup sticks. I'd love to hear from anyone who's done one of these sets in recent times and live to tell the tale. Yeah, I just realized here that maybe what we should do is settings. Change it to that one for now. My background recorder. Just it's getting mostly the same feed. I'm seeing how some of these parts are going to go together. Like, I think it's got a lot of potential to look good. And I might quite possibly dip this in like shellac or something else at some point just to solidify it up, because there's no way I'm going to want to A, take it apart, and B, ever rebuild this. I just don't see that in my future. Now I'm going to have to do this painstakingly Because if I miss a piece later, I am going to be so bloody upset. I don't know why I thought it'd be more yellow than gold. And even when I look at the pictures, like, oh, I really shouldn't have thought that. I think the biggest challenge tonight is trying not to burp. I had a really good Fat Bastard burrito tonight. Let's see what happens when I start picking up some of these. They look bigger, so I figure they'll be easier to pick up. And then depending on how this goes, well, that's not 2 pieces. Haha. See, I almost fooled myself. Welcome to Pickup Sticks at All Bricks Camp. I don't want you all to rush, but I would love some clicks and likes and subscribes and all that good stuff. Don't rush the servers now. Take your time. YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter can only handle so much load. I think my first question is, will I be using those tweezers? Will it make things faster or slower? Yeah, if I'm missing something, it's going to be horrible tonight. I guess I'm literally leaving the smallest pieces here. Finding some of the ones I missed, though. looking carefully because, well, you know, once I drop them, double the work to pick them up again. This is probably the most I've been building in a long time. So I hope you guys are intrigued and enjoy it. Final, oh, let's see, here we go. I was supposed to say final pass, but it's like still finding stuff. Just massaging it a little. Okay. These are all pieces that have an angle to them. And we'll see how my strategy goes moving forward. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got tiles. Yeah, I don't know how many subsections we're going to do, but I guess as many as necessary. Now, those are big ones. I can see already that I might need a strategy. Wow, all those angle bits. They literally are going to get their own home. Let's see. Small ones. These are all ones that are going to come up to a point. It looks like I can definitely fill 5 trays of them. Two by 3. Oh, you know what? Let's not touch the tiles yet. I think that's going to be a whole nightmare. I mean, that alone. Oh my god, and there's that too. Oosh. Yeah, these ones are just really tall. Son of a gun. Oh, what did I just do? Is that going to be okay if I do that? Now we'll go for tall spikes. Tell you, my arms are going to be tired just from sorting. Just from the act of sorting. Boy, I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Off you go. Different color one? Nice. Didn't realize there's gold ones, but they gotta go too. Come on, you son of a bitch. Ooh, red one. Still finding some up here, even though I've already made one pass up here. My big concern with builds that are mostly on colors, it's very hard to differentiate. And ultimately, I just hope this guy looks good. I mean, this is definitely one of those that if it goes together, I will likely never take them apart. Third pass on this one style. Sharp up. Twos, twos, twos. Oh, pick up the threes. Twos, twos. I actually ordered plastic tweezers because I thought it'd be better for this because I had actually lost the Balody metal one, but found it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, you're supposed to go there. Oh my goodness, look at all these I missed. Red ones stand out. I'm hoping there's significant amount of duplicates. That's what I'm really hoping. Look, I'm still finding these ones. Still. I could see this being an hour plus just a sort, which was not my idea of fun. I don't see value. I know some people love that. I don't. I don't see a lot of value in that. That's not how I like to pass my time. Okay, so these 3 lawn pieces. This is my new target. 2 spike. 3 long. 3 long. 3 long. Look at that spike. See, when you stop looking, all of a sudden they become very apparent. 3 long. 3 long. 3 long. Wow, look at this over here. All kinds of crap I've missed. 3 long. 2 by 2. 2 by 3. Wow, 2 by 3. 3 long. 3 long. 2 by 2. 3 long. 3 long. Oh, look at them all here. They're all hiding out. Gang warfare over here. Happy Friday for those that have it. All right, on game. L's. Ooh, L's with studs only. I'll have to turn them. Feel for them. Tell you, my one arm is going to get quite the workout. Wife is out seeing a movie. Daughter is out doing hell's knows what. I don't know. I guess I'm a bad father. That feels like it should have a bigger spot. And I'm not even half done. But, you know, we can make that decision after. Yeah, that's starting to look like it will earn a new slot. Two, 3 length, 3 length. It's funny, I'm taking from one type of mixed up to another type of mixed up. Yeah, that one looks like it's going to be worthy of another band. I see you guys watching on the different services, Twitch and Twitter. Come say hi. I promise I don't bite. If you're on YouTube, I even got a join link. You can join me online. I'll put a headset on. We can chat. Otherwise, I end up putting on a show and listening to something while I build. And I zone out. Now only occasionally look at the chat. So it's in your best interest. Wow. So right now it looks like everything else is a tile. So let's take advantage of that. So now I can reduce them. 4, 3, 'L shape. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. I think 2s and 1s can go together pretty safely. There's not much in this tray. I can see me mix them up later. Just for now. Ooh, that was almost catastrophic. There we go. Some more reasonable bits. More reasonable bits. Yeah, all right. This we can sink your teeth into. So right now, 2x4s. Two by threes. I'm back on my cycle of 16/8. Seems to be paying off. The weight is slowly falling off. I'm locking again. That helps. Two by four way out there. Two by three. Black. Let's see, two by threes. There's some. So I see another opportunity. Okay, I got way too many trays already. But we're committed. And I think I'm going to raise the chair up because that will give me some better visibility. Okay. Whew. Tall man again. Okay, these long guys, these should be pretty easy to pick up. God damn, man. Honestly. That's not my hair. It's nice when they're dense like that. So it looks like they go from 9 down to what looks like 4s. I can pick up 4s. Looks like if I do this, I'll have to pick up a lot of freaking 4s. Rest my iron. Should buy a Mindstorm set, build one of those Lego robots, and see if I can program it to do this for me. It'll almost be worth the money and the time. probably employing the wrong strategy. I should probably not be picking up the 4s. But frankly, while they're here, it's hard to see anything else. Get out of there, 3. You guys should have bet me how long it was going to take me to sort. Pretty sure someone would have made some money on this deal. Trans clear 4. I like the dishboard because it has little ridges. It stops stuff from going too far. All right, what do you think? What am I pulling out now? 3s or 2s? 3s are bigger, right? Let's see. Now there's one. That looks pretty good. Let's see if we try our luck. All look like 2s. I'm just doing a final little squeeze test. Just to shake out the different sizes. They all look like 2s. I think the worst ones are going to be the transparent ones because they're going to be hard to see. 9s, 4s, 3s, 2s. I mean, this whole pack is the one color. And I'm hoping they're all big plates. Okay, these have got some of the miserable ones. Look at that, all the ones. I'm going to say all the ones. I'm hoping they're all the ones. Coming out. I see some super obvious ones like the 4s. Two by 4s, that is. So if I'm lucky, it'll just be the ones left on this tray. Shoot, there's 5s. No. Okay. Let's see, 2 by 4s. Still a few more of the 2 by 4s. So it looks like we got 6s. So 2 by 2, 2 by 3, 2 by 4. 2 by 4 there. 2 by 6s. 2 by 6s. 2 by 8s. That's so at 2 by 10s. Those are big boys. These 5s are 6s. 6s. 4s. I don't think it really matters where I put some of these things. Here for now, let's just chuck that there. These are all ones. Hey, Mama Lego, Eileen, how you doing? These tiny little guys. Now the big pack. I'm hoping there's not much in the way of babies in here. How big is that? 10s. Right now, it's not a bad sort. Don't want them falling out. That's counterproductive. Those there for now. So it seems like there's a lot of these guys. Big Nate Brick, Shazam. Boy, can you imagine if there was 2,500 Lego pieces, how much more space this would take up? It would be something. It's already something. Try and keep these neat because they're so big. Still lots in here. I mean, I used to avoid this style of block like the plague, but there's been so many cool designs over the years that's exclusive to these bricks because you'd have to really modify your design to make it work with the Lego because of the height differences. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger on something I would like to see in my cabinet, which is the Iron Man. I'm a big Iron Man guy. King of the MCU movies. Pretty much gave a new birth to it all. That looks pretty damn good there. Now, I didn't do big bricks in 6, did I? I did. Well, these aren't 6, these are 8s. And that's an 8. Okay. Let's see how many come out as 8s. Geez, I'm not thrilled with the ones stuck together already. What you up to tonight, Nate? Not Mega Sunday. That's a big one. That's bigger than this. That can go there. Right now, that's a lot of 8s. There might not be enough 8 to warrant what I just did. In which case, I'm moving. Ooh, 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 ooh. Other stuff stuck. Not what we want. Oh my goodness, hang on. What are you? You're a big boy. These are 8s. Kind of why I couple them with my fingers so I can kind of feel the girth in my hands. If you know what I mean. There's only a few of them left. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go for the 6s. And they don't do anything that's bigger. Isn't that funny? They don't do big, bloody, big plates, you know? I wonder if there's a reason for that. Makes it too hard to get apart. Like that. That is just... Oh, I don't like that. I better make no mistakes. Oh. Sorry, Nate. Hang on, brother. I need to ditch these. Otherwise, I never hear you. That's it. I didn't have my cans on. Shazam.
Hey.
Sorry about that. See, I didn't
Yeah.
have the on, so I didn't hear the little beep when you come in the door.
Yeah, you were making a lot of noise, so I was just like, he'll look up eventually.
How you doing tonight?
Doing all right.
I decided to punish myself with one of these micro or mini blocks. It's not the first one I've done. The few I have done, though, kind of been miserable. It's like
So that's like a nano block set?
Something like that. It's one of those smaller scale ones where a 2x3 is not as big as a 2x2 in Lego.
Right.
So it gives you an idea. Oh, got another one. Nice. But it, if this comes out half decent, it's going to make a good looking piece to stick in the cabinet, and I'll never take them apart. Previously, though, on the same scale blocks, I did a Gundam. Miserable. Clutch was horrible. Didn't look that great. And after a month of it sitting in one place fine, when I went to move it, it basically shattered. I still have them in the Ziploc. And the worst part is I didn't take the photography I wanted to. I should have. I know better now. Do it within a few minutes of finishing. Yeah, I never did make the video I wanted to out of it. My wife's working on one of these right now, and she's basically stopped because she just hates it. She's got like this flower set. Now, if she can finish it, it's going to be amazing because it comes with a base that you build onto, and then a kind of a faux glass piece that goes over the whole thing, and it looks really nice, but you got to finish it. And she's kind of like, eh. It's like, hey, that's my money there.
Yeah, that's half the issue is getting through the torture.
Yeah, well, I mean, she approved it. It's not like I bought it and said, here you go. It's like, hey, take a look at this. She goes, oh, that looks so cool. I go, yeah, it's a little bit different. She goes, oh, okay, get it anyway. It's like, uh-huh. And she knew the headaches I had with the one I built.
My fingers are too big and stubbly to get into those micro.
Yeah, well, that's what's funny. Hey, check this out. Let's see. Do I have it handy here? Or did I bury it? So they send this.
Right.
Same company, Balody, metal tweezers. I'm convinced these tweezers are too heavy to use, but I can see how they're shaped a certain way for grabbing the studs too. So we'll see. If I have a lot of grief, I got plastic ones coming that won't damage the bricks, but and plus I got my other tools, but it looks like a brick separator is not going to work at all. Well, they don't include one, and I don't think I have one for this size block anywhere. If I do, I don't know where. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I pick up a brick set and pitched it. Years ago,
if you
I had a tank set, and I basically got so mad I threw it against the wall on the stream. Literally. Oh yes, smash, and I showed the aftermath of it. It's like, and then I vacuumed it up. I didn't even bother. Like, nope, trash, and it was a Lego size set, whatever it was, but it was some risky brand I was trying out. It's like, yeah, that was not worth my time. Okay, I think I'm pretty safe with the scale. I think most of these sixes are gone. So what you working on?
I'm doing dishes.
Yeah, I was about to say, it almost sounded like you're doing the plumbing there.
Yeah, my dishwasher's out. The pump broke on it, the draining pump. So
Oh, damn.
Been washing everything by hand because I'm refusing to pay the money to fix it. So,
Oh, I hear you. Do you got plumbing skills at all, or?
a little bit, whatever I can watch on YouTube.
Yeah, well, that's it. I'm pretty much a guy who I'd rather just fire up the credit card or the checkbook. Here, fix it.
Right.
I don't need to get dirty.
Well, I don't have the credit card, so I got to get dirty sometimes.
Oh, well, there you go. You're smarter than me.
Yeah, but no, I checked it out. I looked at it, and it's the pump, and I had a guy come out and analyze it, and he says it's the pump, but it's a 400 part for a $600 machine, and I'm just gonna wait a few more weeks, try to save up some money, and just buy a new one.
Well, yeah, I don't know about the States, but I know we're starting to stockpile our Black Friday and pre-Black Friday sales at Walmart. So, stuff's coming.
Yes, it is.
I figure I got 2 opportunities coming up to do nice for my mom. She needs a new TV, and Monday the 1st, I think it's the 1st, is a Tuesday. Now, why did I say Monday the 1st is Tuesday? November the 1st, I think, is a Tuesday. And if it is, that's a 20% off day for me at Walmart. So I might score her a TV that day. And if not, then there's pre-Black Friday and Black Friday sales to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
Her TV, the lamps are starting to flicker. And my experience is the cost of trying to fix lamps on an LCD TV, if you take it into a service guy, it's just not financially worth it.
Yeah. The other service guys, they seem to make a killing. I mean, they must be in-laws with the people that are selling them to you in the first place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the planned obsolescence of these machines is the worst part, especially when you see some of the design choices they make, like, with either filters or rubber linings on like a washing machine or whatever. It's like, what are these guys thinking?
Yeah. We call that guy George in my house.
Yeah. But it's pretty sad. Like, so my mom's TV is probably just about 5 years old, maybe, and it's on the fritz. Whereas I don't think I've ever had a TV actually die before I wanted a new one. Like, I remember my old school Panasonic. It was a Pana Black CRT, 32 inches, and that thing never actually gave up the ghost. I mean, 20 whatever years. Back in the day, I spent 1,200 Canadian for it, and that thing was a beast. It had a great picture, but it was an energy sucking monster, which is the reason I replaced it with a 42-inch LCD, because like we were monitoring our electricity bills. It's like, wow, yeah, that TV was sucking it up, and I could run like 8 TVs for what that one CRT was drawing. So it's like, yeah, we had to change that up.
Had to let it go.
Which was a shame. Yeah, and the thing had to be 90 pounds. Like the glass in it alone. It was a beast.
Yeah, we had one of those big 55-inch projection screens.
Oh boy.
So like, yeah, the box is like 5 foot by 5 foot by 3 foot.
Yeah.
The frame. And we ended up moving it. It moved with us 3 or 4 times, and then just finally it gets so out of line that when we had it 15 years. So.
See, I had one of those small LCD projectors, that you just hang from the roof or put it up on a box, and I loved it. And then so they set it up it's set to die in 3,000 hours, right? But I had read up on it. So when I was monitoring the hours and like, okay, 2,500, 2,600, 2,700, and everyone was telling me hack it and reset the time on it. And I did run it for another 3,000 hours before it gave up. And I was positive I didn't hit the end of that. But then at that point, I switched from running that on a wall 80 inches wide to getting a 65 inch. And when I did that, it was like, I'll never go back to projection when LCD is so nice.
Yeah, you upgrade like we upgraded like a 4K, like a 50-inch 4K like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And just that visual detail, you're like, what have I been missing all these years?
Yeah.
Like
Well, when I had the Panasonic CRT, I was switching from that to the projector, depending on what I wanted to do, whether it was games or movies or whatever. So, I mean, I had a really wicked convoluted setup for switching stuff back and forth. And my wife hated it because if I forgot to switch it back, she couldn't figure out how to watch TV. Because I had to hit 3 different switches to do any one function. It was pretty ridiculous because it wasn't just the video image. You had to move the audio around too. But yeah, it's definitely easier when you just got a decent TV and an okay sound setup and you don't have to play around anymore. Turn it on and it works. What am I missing over here? Missing a piece in the set, and it's a rare color, not a happy girl. Oh, no. Are you sure, Eileen?
so I was on mute and I was trying to talk to you.
Yeah. I noticed you went quiet, and that's when I went looking. I saw, that, there was a comment up there, and I had to switch back.
Yeah, I was banging dishes around. So Mama Lego's missing a part.
Yeah. Well, that's where that, 10-minute on hold with Lego comes in. But then, they're pretty nice. They'll fix it. Okay, there's too many pieces there of that. I did not intend to be an entire stream of sorting. Years ago, one of the first Chinese sets I'd ordered, some beautiful tank, like 1,600 pieces, whatever it was, 14-inch tank when you're done the build. And trust me, it was worth it. But it took me a solid 2.5 hours to pre-sort.
Oh, wow.
Because, Lego size pieces, but gigantic. And I just couldn't manage to do, and of course, no numbered bags or anything. There's not many of those Chinese companies do the numbered bags. They're slowly coming around. Like if you can see their brand name, they're getting better at it. But if there's no brand name, for sure, you're not getting numbered bags. Pretty much. Yeah. It's pretty much a good rule of thumb. Because if they're not willing to put their name on it, then they're not putting any effort into it either.
Well, I mean, they printed the book and they came up with the sets.
Well, when they print the book, dude, that's the problem. These days, half of them don't do that. They'll give you a PDF link.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. But you know it ahead of time. It's not like you're shocked. Well, you shouldn't be shocked if you read the ad. But, yeah. Or they give you the choice. There's a bunch of sets I've ordered where, box manual will be full price. And if you just want a PDF and no box, because it's cheaper because they pack it tight, right?
Yeah.
And, you can save even a quarter, maybe 25% on that. And most of the time I'm willing to do that. On some recent ones, I chose not to, like the Slew Band mechs I brought in, the newest Pacific Rim movie tie-in ones. I got 2 of these large Slew Band boxes. Oh, they're beautiful. I had one. I'm pretty sure you saw them on one of my streams. I haven't built any of them yet, but 2 large ones, and they're just beautiful. The box, like, you can see where these companies have come a long way.
Yeah, I like those. Those the Jaegers or those?
Yeah, Jaegers. And I built 4 of them like 4 years ago, and I love them. And when they came up, these new ones with a nice branding and beautiful box, it's like, oh, I got to get in on this. I only bought 2 of the new ones. I think there's 2 more, but I buy what I like, not just to be a completist. I don't really care about being completist anymore, which was a weird feeling. I'm walking again in Yorkdale because it's getting cold, and I
Right.
want to drop 10 pounds again, and which will be pretty easy. It's already coming off, but I'm walking in Yorkdale, which is one of our biggest malls in Canada, actually biggest mall in Toronto, and I pass the Lego store and I go in there and I'm looking at some sets and I could see some of the Star Wars stuff. And in years past, I was always that guy that I could go, got it, going all the way across. And don't get me wrong, I still had well over half their sets, but I'm looking at a bunch of the Star Wars sets. It's like, yeah, and that's never been me. And yeah, it's just because my tastes are changing. I want to build things that just look cool, and I don't need another 15 gray ships. I want to do cars. I want to do some robots.
Yeah, that's me. I look at stuff and be like, can I use this? How will this fit into the display I want to take to the next show?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Now that I've got this, it was kind of unintentional, but it just turned out like in the last 3 months, I've added like 40 car sets to build of different sizes and quality. And it's like, this is going to be cool. I'm going to have a whole cabinet of just various cars from 6 wides to 8 wides to the DeLorean,
Yeah, I've seen the posts for
Jeep.
those.
Sorry? So I'm going to really enjoy building those out. I mean, I've built 2 cars in the last 2 days, and it's like, I'm loving them. I built that Army Jeep, which is actually 90% sure it's a knockoff Call of Duty set, but that's okay.
That's what it. Yeah, I caught a little bit of that video earlier at work.
Yeah,
and that's what it looked like.
And I'm okay with it. It's not like I'm going to sell it as a Call of Duty, and it's just going to sit in my cabinet. And I'm not going to pay whatever someone wants for that to be an actual mega set. It's like whatever. Because those days are pretty much over, where I'm going to spend stupid money on old bricks. Nah.
Right.
I mean, the odd thing like that Overwatch 2 set, that was a unique situation, but yeah, I just rather spend it on new affordable stuff now, because the more I can build, the happier I am. Yeah, I buy big expensive ones. Right here I got the Razor Crest and I got Bowser, but
right,
that's not the rule. Although I don't know. I gotta be careful what I say because I show almost everything online. But hey, Open Builder Pete, Shazam, good to see you, buddy. Been a while. He does some really interesting videos. Have you had a chance, Nate, to check out his stuff?
I do follow him. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
watch quite a lot of their videos.
When he does, oh, it's awesome. And then they got the other channel, the drinking one, the food one.
That I've not followed through with.
Yeah, I honestly can't keep up with everyone's everything, but I do like his OBR stuff. Actually, his shorts make you think too. Got like 10 or 20 seconds. What set is this? And I'm pretty good. I catch it halfway through. I hate getting to the end. Like, oh, you're kidding me.
I didn't get that one.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Especially if it's one I've built, then that's one where I should get a smack in the hand. Like, really? Now, if I haven't built it yet and it's still on a shelf behind me, okay, that's fair. But
right.
Yeah, if I've built it already and I didn't catch that, it's like, no. And his way of adding a unique and interesting B-roll is better than everyone else's Lego stuff. I mean, I can't be bothered to watch most other guys' Lego stuff, but when one of his pops up, I like to watch it.
Yeah, that's what I need to work on. When I get stuff organized, I need to get into actually editing and doing true editing, not just just.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I used to like to do my builds and then do mini reviews of them, and I just realized, okay, I'm not making money on it. The extra time it takes, maybe for some of these non-Lego ones, because that does do well for me, but I'm definitely not going to do it for all the Lego ones. There's enough people doing it; they don't need mine to.
Yeah.
Anything I put, if I do, and when I started, it was just to document my stuff, and I just got to get back to that. Maybe 1 minute short videos, and not put in the effort of, I'll do this cut and this transition and this and that. Like, for me, it's not necessary. I just want to document what I got. If someone asks me something, especially after I'm breaking it down, because I can't keep everything built. Every year or two, I've got to do, okay, I got to do a cull. It's got to get broken down and live in Ziploc City. And that's what the storage is for. I'm about to commit to my 4th storage unit, because it's actually a lot more affordable in Toronto and most of the major cities in Canada to pick up storage units 50 to 100 square feet, and you can get deals on them for 25 a month up to 100, depending on what you're wanting to pay for and the location. But I'm fortunate where I am, there's been some deals lately, and I'm about to pick up my 4th unit.
Were they all close to each other?
They're all within 10 minutes drive of me, so they're not far. Yeah. 2 of them are literally on my way home from work, and I'm planning to pick up my 4th one in that particular space. So the idea being is, what I might do, and this is something I got to decide between now and, say, Christmas. I'm going to probably pick up the unit anyway, but I got to determine what I'm going to use it for. What I'm thinking is I'm going to move 90% of this behind me and above me, redo my studio setup, really go minimal, and then I'm going to pull each month what I intend to build and only put that on the shelves behind me. And then I'll just make those trips to storage to pick up what I need. It's something I've been playing with. And the same unit's also going to hold stuff that I flip, so I won't be wasting money.
Yeah, I was going to ask what the point was. Is the long run like a long-term investment, or is it just flipping?
So one unit is just raw storage for the family stuff. One is 100% dedicated to stuff I'm buying for flips, Lego and other toys and other things. Like, I've gotten into buying skids of microwaves and other things that are discounted and then flip them. We have a service here in Canada called Kijiji. Trying to think, you have a couple of services in the States like it. Mer something. I can't remember. But it's just a great online site where you can, post your classified ads and people will hook up with you and you just buy and sell. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got you.
So yeah, I've got one for personal family stuff, one that's just raw flips for everything, and long-term storage for some. The third one's become half Ziploc City, half flip stuff. And that filled up pretty quick. That was 50 square feet. And that one's filling really quick. Because I also want to be able to have room. Because if you fill it and you can't move, or you got to move 5 things to get one, that doesn't work for me. Right. I want, even if I have a tight space to crawl through, I like library style casing, bookcases or shelves, so I can get in between everything.
Yeah.
So I do that. I spend a fair bit of money, but it's still cheaper than, getting a house or because I'm in an apartment in Toronto, or, getting a much bigger apartment that's going to be farther away. Because I'm never going to get another apartment that's this deep in the city that's good for my wife for transit, minutes from the subway system, right to her office building downtown. I'm 5 minutes from the highway system, which means I can go anywhere I want to work.
Yeah.
Oh, OBR. I can't wait to hear what that video's about. He's got something in the hopper. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Oh, open bill repeat.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks,
be
Nate. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Whatever I said.
Wow, I think I'm going to regret this one. Wow. So these can all share.
Oh.
I want to keep this down to 4 trays.
So do you sort by size or by color?
So because there's about 4 or 5 colors, this one is going to be entirely by shape, except for this last tray.
Okay.
I'm intermixing even the different shapes just because there's not that many of them. But yeah, I've done all the colors for 2x3, 2x4, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, I would have 4 times the number of trays going. I do have a different tray system. They're actually in storage. Much smaller bins, but that works for some and not for other stuff. And it's like, eh.
Right. Yeah, I was using a Lego Advent calendar trays for a while, but
I like those, but they're too deep for a lot of what I do, I find.
Exactly. Yeah. They're too deep and too small for my fat little fingers to get in there.
Yeah. No, I hear you. That's what actually made me hunt down these trays, these Verka trays. I love these things. Walmart, at least in Canada, Verka Foods makes them. They're biodegradable. You get 40 in shrink wrap. They're about 10, 11, 12 bucks Canadian. So probably 7 or 8 at US.
Wow, you get 40 of them?
40, yeah. I mean, I still have them shrink wrap, most of them.
Oh, so they're food. You said they were food trays.
No, the company's food. I found them in the, garden center area.
Okay.
But it does absolutely look like a food tray. It looks like a TV dinner kind of tray, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that was their intent. I found them in the garden centers all over the place. Biodegradable. They actually smell a little sweet. I don't know how long they're going to last, but I mean, we're about half a year in, I think, maybe up. Yeah,
they're breaking down already.
Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, if I started to pick them up and they turn into soup or something, that would be funny. My parents starts sticking to them. Yeah, I better not get them wet, eh?
Yeah, what I use a lot of the 6-quart, like little shoebox size trays.
Our dollar stores, they have these little knick-knack sorting things, with like a dozen or 18 little slots. You can move the little dividers. That's what I used to use for this, because those were great because I could close them up at the end of the night. Cat can't get into them. But these have been fine. These are stackable too. I rotate them, and they stack pretty good. I haven't had a problem with the cat with these, so I'm kind of leave it alone.
Well, that's good. Yeah, my cat doesn't get to come in my Lego room, so
I can't. I mean, this is in the corner of an L between the living room and the kitchen.
Yeah,
and
showing me the larger room before.
Yeah.
I understand. Though I'm in a back storage room of my basement, so I get to close the door. He can't come in. So
one of my buddies, his basement was unfinished, and he's been building down there for about 4 years. And I checked out what he was doing, and I go, you really need to, wall this up and get some plasterboard up or something. He goes, you don't know the half of it. He's developed a lung issue. And they're finding some fibers from what he's inhaling from the basement, because he's got unfinished walls with, and you can see all that. It's got the vapor barrier up, but
yeah,
It's not quite enough. You really want to wall it in, even if you don't paint it up and make it pretty.
I don't know if he's got an old asbestos or something in his.
That he didn't go into any details about, but it's like, yeah, he's going to, of course, finish really quick. He says he wants to get it done before the first snow, which for us could be any day now.
And we already had snow here in Kentucky.
Oh, no way.
Just a quick blizzard. We had a cold front pushing through the other morning, and I was down on the river and came outside to unload a tanker, and it was snowing, and I was like, wow, that is just a freak accident.
I'm hoping that we have the same winter we had last year in Toronto, because we only had about 3 real storms, and the rest of the time I wear sneakers all winter long, except for, going to and from work. But as soon as I'm out of work, sneakers. Yeah, and my feet were dry all winter. Every time. That's the thing. All my the 3 days out of 7 that I walked in Yorkdale, January, February, March, April. April I stopped. I mean, my feet were never wet when I got in there. Now, keep in mind, I just got to go from my building to the car, and then the car to the parking lot of the mall, and then it's a very short walk. But, even then, my feet never got wet. It's not like when I was a kid.
You look for the puddles then.
Well, in Toronto, January in Toronto, like, it was child abuse if your kids didn't have boots on. No, seriously, because like if I had gone to school with sneakers in January in Toronto, they'd be calling welfare services or something to check on the parents and see what's going on.
Really?
Well, because we would have snow up to our knees typically in January. Like I kid you not, you know how many times I would cross country ski to school? Because my home was about 5-6 blocks from school. And we just put on skis and ski right on the sidewalk, because people weren't even putting salt or sand down back then. Not much. So it wasn't a big deal. You usually weren't going to damage your skis. And
right.
For the hell of it, that's what we did. I mean, you guys think we're all snowmen up here. Well, back then it was kind of fitting. But now it's like, how many years I couldn't take my daughter tobogganing because there was like not much snow on the hills. Like it was just, I'd have to leave Toronto, go somewhere with some more predictable weather where the snow would hang around longer and there'd be more of it.
Right.
But she didn't have the experiences I did, even though, she only lived a couple kilometers away from where I did as a kid.
Yeah, my kids, I mean, we're literally like you are. I think I'm less than 3 miles from where I grew up, and my kids are not living the same life I am.
No.
I did, should I say? Not that I am, but that I was.
Well, it's like, when I was 9 years old, I thought nothing about leaving at 8 or 9 in the morning in the summer, being out on my own with my bike or walking around, and I didn't come home till 6 at night at dinner time. And my mom didn't know where I was, and everything was cool because nothing was going to happen to me. And I would walk or ride my bike to other cities, and come back. My daughter doesn't know what that's like. She's so sheltered, and I mean that's on us, but that's the society we're in too.
My
we'd
kids
be bad parents if we let our kids do that.
My kids literally don't go to the neighbor's house without having a radio.
Yeah, we had. Let's see, it was 8 or 9 when we put a cell phone in my daughter's backpack, and she was kind of nonplussed about it, but then then we got her a good one, and then of course, oh, these are great, but and we're fortunate we only had the one daughter, so she got to be spoiled. Well, it's like right now, we're putting her, she's in university, this is her first year, and she's not forced to go work. We're paying her ride, but the deal is school.
Yeah.
Focus. She's got a boyfriend. I said, but if I see that the grades are slipping, or you're not keeping reasonable hours, or you're sleeping in all the time, we will cut off the money. She doesn't know what it's like to work like we did. I had student loans, jobs, everything.
Yeah.
I was a bicycle courier in college. I would have like 2 courses in the morning, go deliver on my bike for 3 hours because my college was downtown Toronto, like right in the core, make my deliveries, come back from my last class like at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sit there for an hour. You know, I'd be a little sweaty, but whatever. Get back on the bike, make 2 more deliveries, and then go home. And that was my college life for 2 years. Picking up my degree, office administration and legal, which I hated. 6 months of my life, I tried it and then hated it. The idea of sitting answering telephones, not my cup of tea.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Can you imagine me? It's like, so I mean, falling into the warehousing and MHE training and all that, like that. Just, I'm a truck driver's son, so I was always around warehousing in the summer. Every time I go on the road with my dad, so it's like, yeah, it was just easy. Honest work, I like it, and I like training. I love training people to drive. I mean, I got a big ego and a big head, and people laugh because I'll tell the stories while we're training and stuff. But in the end, it's like, you know, I'm the Bruce Lee. I'm the master of this shit. And I'll entertain them afterwards because I'll do shit with my eyes closed. Now, keep in mind, I have set up like the same routines for conservatively like 800 to 1,000 students, and I've tested probably 1,500. So, you know, I've got my shit down packed, and when they see me do stuff like, how do you do it? And it's like, I've done it so many times, I literally can do it blindfolded, because I do it blindfolded sometimes just to show off. Not that I train that, but I do like to do it once in a while. Usually when I'm waiting for a student to come back from break and they watch me doing shit, it's like 'cause I'm bored. It's like, that's the problem. That's when the bad things happen, when you're bored, right?
Yeah.
With horseplay, it's like, yeah. That's why I say, do as I say, not as I do. Now get on the machine and shut up. But even my boss has watched me on camera afterwards. He goes, I see what you do. Yeah. He says, just keep it up, because I produce, that's the thing, like, I produce really good students when I'm done.
It's the way to do it. Teach them the easiest way. I start all my training telling the guys I'm the laziest operator you'll ever meet, and I'm going to be the fastest.
Yeah. Well, now I teach baby steps, and I'm trying to give them the benefit of 25 years, right?
Right.
But once they get the little stuff, then I'll show them the advanced techniques, and then go, oh, I want them to have both, because sometimes the advanced stuff lets you down, or you don't know how to get out of a bad spot. And sometimes you just got to calm down and think about it. I had one of my drivers the other day. He was convinced he couldn't destack a decked skid of TVs in a trailer near the opening, near the lip, because it would catch. I said, no, do baby steps. And I literally taught them 2 inches back, 2 inches down, 2 inches back, 2 inches down, 2 inches back, 2 inches down. I go, now drive out backwards. He didn't trust me. I said, trust me. And 3 of my bosses were watching. And as soon as he got out, I go, my job is done. And I walked away.
Nice.
And they were stuck trying to figure out how they're going to get this out. I go, there's no issue. He had more than enough clearance. But these were 75-inch TVs, $3,500, 4 on a skid, double-decked, 8 in a stack. So, I mean, I get it, because they had watched one guy. Actually, it was the same guy. They had already watched him dump one. And that's why I got involved. And, yeah, I love doing that. Just a little reminder to the company, who's the top guy. This is why you put up with me. This is why you put up with me and my attitude, because I can get it done.
Yeah, you come across a truck like that, and you're like, well, if they got it in the trailer, you can get it out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I do have a few unique pieces of equipment, some with higher backrest. And even my driver, he was saying, "Oh, I wish we had the old one with no backrest because one of my dock stalkers or pacers have no load rest." That is a great one to use for these really weird stacked trucks, but we have since turned that into a clamp machine, and I told them we're not converting it back. It's not like the old days where I would take the one machine and convert it every 2 or 3 days based on our needs. Like, no, we're busy enough now. It's like these stay as clamps, these ones stay as dock stalkers. Figure out how you're going to make use of the equipment because we're not converting them. And I'm also not training that. Because I can turn a clamp into a dock stalker in about 3 minutes, if that. It's like, nah, I ain't training that because someone will screw it up. Oh my God, there's so many of those. Still, I gotta make sure I get all of these out because if I miss even one, and if I gotta go looking for one missing piece, I'm screwed. They're so small and they all look alike.
Those will end up against the wall also, huh?
Yeah. I try to remember this one. This one I bought. There's one or two behind me that were sent to me, but this one I bought. So I don't, it's only about 20 or 30 bucks, but I don't want to waste that money. I don't like to waste any money. That looks pretty good.
I understand that. I have no money to waste. So I don't know. Everything I buy is an investment, though. Even the stuff I collect at some point, you know, it'll be worth more than I paid for it to somebody.
Yeah. Let's see, those are 6s. Yeah, those are 6s. I keep those together. I've got 5 trays no matter what. I'm trying not to have 5 trays, though. It only took me 2 hours. God damn. That's horrible. That's horrible. If Ryan was around right now, he would be laughing because this is when he started watching me when I'd be doing, like, I would start at 10 o'clock at night my time. Yeah. And, you know, I'd be building until 6 in the morning and I'd then lean over. It's like, oh, damn, the sun's coming up. Oh, well, I guess my wife will be angry at me again. Way too many of those days. Where did the ones go? Oh, these all 2s? Okay.
All right. Well, my friend, I'm gonna have to leave you. I gotta
get out of here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. I'm trying to decide now if I'm going to bother. I mean, I've already sorted, but I mean, that's 2 hours of sorting. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, I guess this is just the sorting stream.
Yeah. But yeah, it might be a good sign to just say, you know what, that was a good 2 hours and just be done with it.
All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna let you go.
Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it.
Hey, no worries. Peace.
Oh, before you leave, you still here?
Yeah.
Are you doing Sunday? What's going on?
Yeah, I will be live between 8 and 9 on Sunday.
Okay.
8 and 9 Eastern American. Okay.
Awesome. Remind me, and I'll probably come on. I'll bet you I'll still be doing this, but
hey, that's okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit more of the Snake Mountain this week, and then next weekend I'm going to do I got a Halloween Lego set, the Cat and the Mouse. I'm going to build.
Take a look at that. This is how this thing's built. It's literally built by layers.
Oh wow!
Like, and I thought it might be. I was hoping it was a solid rock because I've done a few things like that before. But you're literally building up each row. So if there's 60 rows tall, then that's what this is going to 60 bricks, and that's what it is. And you got to get it right, and some stuff floats in the air, but it's not so bad. You build it like it's the hands, basically. And
yeah,
once it
connects. Yeah.
All right. I think we're done.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck.
All right. Peace.
Later.
We'll close her down for now. Thank you, everyone. And catch me. I don't know. Hey, I might even come back on tonight, but this 2 hours of sitting with my butt in this chair and looking at these bricks. And I might do a tiny little rearrangement to make it not 5 trays. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging, and I'll catch you later. Peace.